Hey everyone, welcome back to the new series of Golang learning tutorial. So I'm going to begin with a certain number of YouTube tutorials. I think it comprises of like 25 videos. Um, so all the materials, right, whatever code we'll be writing or learning is already present on the my GitHub profile. So you can refer to this particular repository, which is publicly available, and you can just go through it. So no need to worry about like what we should write the code or something. You can just refer over here and continue learning. So what we are going to do today is like I'll just show you the outline of this particular project, the learning series that we'll be going through, and how exactly we can run the tutorials or um, the outline of this project, etc. So let me just walk you through the tutorial. So tutorial is mainly distributed among four sections. So first section would be the fundamentals. So first 8 videos, right, would be concentrated to the fundamentals of the Golang. So we are to begin with, we'll be going through the installation and setup, and second is like variable constants and data types that we'll be looking into deliverables, and a third video is like operators and expressions. Fourth would be control flow. So this will be so on like till 8 videos. Part 2 would be intermediate concepts. So we'll be going for like pointers and memory management, method and interfaces, error handling, and package and modules, file IO, and JSONs. JSONs is an important concept in terms of like when you are creating some API servers, etc. Go routine is an important one because here there is no concept like multi-threading. So instead, that is managed by lightweight Go routines. And then we'll have channels and advanced concurrency pattern in the 16th video. Post that, in part 3, we have advanced topics, means reflection and type system, testing in Go. So in Java, we have JUnit test cases, right? So similarly, how we are going to have the, you can say, unit test cases in Golang. So we'll learn over here. And 19 is basically, video 19 is going to have HTTP and web development. Why web development? Because it is going to be a small project. You can say creating your API server and spinning it up so that you can learn like making a post request or get request, and information is being saved to a database in the subsequent video. And then video 21 is going to be performance and optimization. We'll be learning like how we can create enterprise ready, you can say, applications in Golang. And then video 22 part 3 is going to have like build tools and deployments. So we'll be learning like how we can build a system, compilation, and how we can do the deployment in Docker and CI/CD. So if time allows, like we'll go for a Docker image creation and deploying it in the Minikube in the local machine. And otherwise we can go for AWS, free AWS accounts, and we can deploy over there. Part 4 is like practical projects. So here it is going to be a CLI tool, command line apps, flag parsing, file processing. Like when you are running an application, right? So you need to provide a lot of information through command line. So that thing would be explained over here. Project 2 is going to be REST API server, and project 3 is going to be microservices. So microservice architecture and service communication, monitoring, and you can say like other things would be visualization, right? In terms of like matrices and all the stuff, which is helpful in observability. Okay, let's see what we have in the first tutorial. So, okay, before that, let me just tell you like how we are going to run the Go applications. So structure of the applications would, I mean, you can say the tutorial would be like Every tutorial is going to be properly, they can say, drafted in different folders, and the folders are going to contain a readme, what exactly is happening over there, and a main.go. Main.go is going to have your exact code that we are going to write and execute. Hope this is visible to you properly. So the other way around is like how exactly you are going to run it. So in Golang, we know like we are going to create the binary first, and then we will be able to execute it. What I have done instead, I have created run tutorial.sh. So this particular shell script will basically help you out just running the straight ahead. You don't need to worry about like how to run it. You don't need to parse it. I mean, you don't need to compile and then run it. So in order to run it, you will simply be able to just do like run tutorial.sh and then provide the tutorial number. What is the number that you will be providing? It is like 1, 2, 3, or 4. So I'll show you that in the example how exactly we run these tutorials. So let's go to the first one. First one concentrates on like how we can install Golang in different operating systems, and then we have setting up your development environment, configuring VS Code for the Go development. If we are using VS Code, then we can understand like how we can configure. Otherwise, if you are using any other editor, that's fine for you. Workspace structure we can take a look into, and the writing and running the first Go program. So for Windows, you can just go to this particular URL, which will land over here. So you can download it from here, right? Like here is the Go installation guide that has been provided. So either you can go for Linux, Mac, or Windows based on whatever operating system you are working on. Right, run the installer. Once you have the install, like you will be able to do the Go version on your CLI. So right now I'll just show you how it looks like for me. So if I just type Go version, then I will get like it is Go 1.24.0, and this is my operating system's information. So if you need more information on like installation, then let us know in the comments. We'll go through it. For macOS, it is pretty simple. Like you can just use Brew to install Golang, or you can go for manual installation, just visiting this website, and then you download based on your operating system. Right. So this is it for Linux. Again, like we can use apt-get to install the Golang. Environment setup, like GOPATH versus Go modules. You can see like GOPATH was old way of setting up the environments, but Go module is the current way. Per project dependency, we can make it, right. So if we have multiple projects, then we might not be defaulting to the one Go, you can say, version. Probably will prefer to have its own Golang Go version, right. So for VS Code setup, we can go for Go extension by Google, and it will help us like syntax highlighting, IntelliSense, and debugging support and code formatting. So this works pretty well. Like it will format the code on its own when you are saving it, right? So these are like useful commands you can go for. Install and update tools. Command Shift P you can use. F5 to run with debugger, and Control plus F5 run without debugger, right? So I'll just show you in the subsequent videos like how we use the debugger in order to debug any sort of codes and all. Project structure would probably, for you also, it might be looking like this. And if there is some changes, we'll see. Or you might be having your own sort of setup that you can check over there. So this is a simple, you can say, steps to create your own Golang Go program. Right, so I have created on my way. So you can follow the steps if you want to create a simpler, different way, right? So that's all over here. I'll just walk you through how to run it. So to make it simple, right? Like I have created run tutorial.sh. This script is going to help you out in running it. And you can just simply go for 1, 2, 3, as I have already talked about. Right. So this is the project structure is going to look like. Learn Golang is the root directory, and then we have tutorials over here. So every tutorial structure would look like this. So you'll have a main.go and a readme. Right. So this is the first one. This is second one. And in order to run it, you can just do run tutorial.sh and then number like 1, 2, 3 or anything. Right. Sure. So let's jump into the first one. So first one is simply stating that how we are going to install it and all the stuff, right? So if you look at main.go for the first tutorial, correct? So here, this is the package which reference like where is the main function residing and from where we can run this particular program. And we are importing some predefined libraries or modules, which is like FMT. This is format. And FMT is useful in, you can see how it has been used for printing and logging errors and all those stuff. We use FMT. So we'll see in the subsequent videos like how exactly or how intensely we use FMT. Runtime is another module which helps in getting the information of the system, like what is the Go version or the operating system's information. What is the architecture? Like I'm using Darwin for my Mac. It is Darwin right now. And number of CPU. So runtime contains all the information, right? So you can use this. Here it will say like once you have all this information and it will be able to print it, then it is going to say like it has been installed correctly and you are ready to start with your Go programming journey. Right, so basic hello world, I'll just, you can say, and there is a function which is basically printing hello world, and it's taking a argument and then printing it out, right? And then package information, this is the main package. The main package function is the entry point, right? So this is a very simple, you can say, beginning of this tutorial. And let me just walk you through how exactly we run it. You don't need to put any extra effort in order to run it. So this is the structure of the tutorials, right? So debugging guide and this one you can ignore for now. How to run it, I have already explained over here. And you can also start your own tutorial if you want. So you can use this particular repo and then carry on. So if you have the material ready, it becomes very easy for people to start with the tutorial. Yes. So run tutorial is basically taking the arguments. So it has the tutorial directory, which is this tutorial, and it carries on with whatever argument you are providing. So it expects only one argument, and it lets you run on its own, right? So you don't need to compile and then run it. So if I just go for Go version, so this is the version that I have installed as of now. So this is the run tutorial command, and I'm passing an argument which is first one. So I'm going to run this particular tutorial. Okay. So if I run it, so this is giving me all the information that was mentioned in the program. So it was able to fetch Go version, which is 1.2.4. You can see over here as well. And operating system is Darwin, and architecture is ARM64. That is for my current Mac. Number of CPUs for this Mac is 12, so which is pretty good in order to work on any sort of stuff. So here you can see how we are calling a function which is printing whatever we are passing from here. So say hello is basically going to print hello, and then whatever arguments we are passing. So it is printing hello world and hello Go programmer. So this is nice to have things. So package information, this is the main package, and the main function is the entry point. So always remember that this is the main package which is mentioned over here, and the main function is the entry point to this program. So in the upcoming videos, we'll be looking at like variable constants and other, you can say, data types operators expressions, control flow conditions, and all the stuff, right?